Well, it's official. It's most definitely official at this point. If you are a patient or customer of Join Fridays and you are on compound tirzepatide, it's done. They're done. They are no longer filling prescriptions. If you've already put your prescription in, they will go ahead and continue on with shipping out your medication. But as far as accepting new prescriptions or new customers for tirzepatide, it's done. It's not happening. I got an email from Join Fridays basically saying, like, as you know, the FDA has decided, blah, 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 blah. If you want to continue on your weight loss journey, switch to semaglutide. That's pretty much where we are. And I know yesterday myself and a lot of people were basically just saying like, we hope this is not the case. Everybody just calm down. Let's not panic. Let's see what happens. And if you're with other telehealth companies, unfortunately, I'm not familiar with what they have going on, so I don't know what the rules are or what they're gonna do, how they're gonna handle it. But Fridays is done and Hollandale is done. That's a double whammy for me. I am with Fridays. I get my prescriptions from Hollandale, and they're both done. They're just done with the tirzepatide prescriptions as far as filling new ones. So I've had some time to think about it. And in my original video following this, I said that I was just going to suck it up and go to Zepbound vials because tirzepatide has been amazing for me. I don't really want to run the risk of switching to semaglutide and experiencing more symptoms or it not working as well, or basically have to start it, having to start from scratch, starting from the lowest dose. But you know what? I'm mad. I am salty. I am pissed off. Like I am so I I'm disappointed in Eli Lilly. Like I'm disappointed, but then again it's like should we be though? Like we cannot expect these companies, these corporations, these billion-dollar corporations to be people over profit. And it's unfortunate that for something that works so well for so many people, that it's unfortunate that they're acting this way, but they are. And there's really not much we can do about it other than, you can take the route of everybody buying up all the brand and trying to get them back onto the shortage list. But honestly, they know what they're doing. They're ramping up. They're building these facilities basically overnight. They're trying to ramp up their production. And even if they got back onto the shortage list, how long would that last? How long would it really last? Like the problem isn't that we need compound. The problem is that we need Lilly to lower their goddamn prices. That is the fucking problem. And it's frustrating to have to sit here knowing that you're getting the results you want, you're having success, and the rug is just really just pulled from beneath you. It sucks. And honestly, although I could make the transition to Zepbound vials, which is crazy to me because like I would be paying more for less. Like if I wanted to continue with the 5 milligram, I'd have to pay $549. Or even if I wanted to go down to the 2.5 milligram, assuming that it would work for me at their non-therapeutic dose, that would still be more than what I paid with Fridays at 179 for my 2.5 and my 5 milligram. I paid 179 plus a $99 membership fee. So 279. You're telling me they couldn't drop Zepbound to 279, 299? Look at what happened with insulin and with EpiPens. These companies don't give a fuck. They don't care. And I know a lot of us were just trying to be optimistic as far as saying like, hang on, these compounding pharmacies are not just gonna let this happen. It's not up to them. They can fight, and it may play out in court, but the regulation is the regulation. And as of right now, 503B pharmacies have 60 days to stop production, but 503As moving forward, they're done with tirzepatide. And if they're not, they are breaking the law. It just is what it is. So I don't think I will be going to Zepbound. And the reason is because, for one, I kind of feel like I've played into Lilly's marketing as far as Zepbound or tirzepatide being better than semaglutide. I honestly, that's because it is past vanity. Oh my gosh, girl. Hurry up and go to vials, girl. Hello, guys. How are you guys? Hello. Hey, Nicole. Hey, Michelle. Hey, Sunshine. Past Vanity was pissed off with Compound, y'all. I was mad. I was mad when Tirzepatide got taken off the shortage list. I thought it was over for us. I thought it was the end. Hello. Hi, guys. Hi, guys. I can't read what you're saying because I'm blind. I don't have my glasses on. No, I'm just kidding. Hi, Sunshine. Hi, Michelle. Hello, girl dad. I was spying on you in Taz's chat the other day. Hi, girl dad. How are you? Um, Hello, Sushi Fitness. Thank you guys. It's only for today, though. It's only for today. I should have muted before putting a Cheeto in my mouth. Okay, I'm sorry. That was rude. That was rude. Nicole, okay, stop. It's only been a week, Nicole. Relax. Relax yourself, okay? It hasn't been that long. It hasn't been that long. Um, no amount of compound can fix that train wreck. You mean this train wreck? This one here? Haters are gonna hate. Haters are gonna hate. All right, so for the first time, I am streaming dual. I'm doing a dual stream, vertical and landscape. So moderators, y'all are in for it tonight, okay? Y'all are in for it because this is the first time I'm doing this, which means that the chats, I believe, are going to be combined. And y'all know whenever I do the verticals, we get a lot of crazies, okay? So shout out to my moderators. Do the best that you can. But I mean, for the most part, y'all know the drill. You can let people disagree or push back or talk a little shit. But if they get disrespectful, then you know what to do. All right. But don't work too hard, okay? Don't work your free manual labor fingers too hard. Okay. All right. Okay. So I'm trying. Okay. I'm trying, Sushi Fitness. I'm trying over here, girl. I'm actually glad you're joining us tonight. I feel like you don't always get to join us on the live stream. So hey, girl. Then wreck me. All right. Give me just a moment, y'all. It is cold here in North Carolina. It snowed today. And despite me, okay, I was about to say despite me taking my Zyrtec, I took it like 5 minutes before the stream started. I should have took it earlier, but my nose is running like crazy. So I'm gonna be on and off this stream. I'm gonna be on and off this stream. As far as the camera, trying to get my sinuses together. Okay. All right. Okay. Hello, everybody. Hi. Hey, Sydney. I'm trying sunshine girl. Oh, and Nicole, I did get your package. I did. So thank you for the sunblock girl. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Holly sent me a package and for some reason it got sent back. I don't know why. So she's gonna try to send it again, but she's gonna send it to my dad. Now I feel bad. All right. So can you guys take a moment to go ahead and vote in the poll? If you don't mind, the reason that I started out with that previous video of mine is because I heard through the grapevine, which is just YouTube, that in Indiana, they're proposing a bill to do their best to crush the ability of compounding pharmacies to do their compounding. Have y'all heard about that? I know the downsides talked about it. I think a couple channels talked about it. Am I the only one that hasn't talked about it yet? Am I the only one? Okay. Hello? Am I the only one? Well, apparently for those that don't know, actually maybe I can pull it up really quickly. For those that don't know, in Indiana, the home of Eli Lilly, I believe it's Indiana. Let's see. I believe it was it Indiana? Am I getting that right, y'all? Am I getting that wrong? Was it Indiana? Talked about what? The Indiana bill to crush compounds to reduce the compounder's capacity to 12 patients per month. It's a bill. Nothing's happened with it yet, but it's been proposed. Have you heard about it? So sneaky of them, yeah. Um, it's not funny. That's why I wanted to talk. I wanted to start out by showing a video regarding how I felt when compound first got taken off of the shortage list. Man, I was mad. But they haven't stopped compounding since. I thought it was gonna be over. Y'all saw my attitude. I was like, damn you, Eli Lilly. I know you're behind this. Like, I know the FDA is in charge of the shortage list, but I know y'all lying to them, and that's why they're doing this. Okay. So I was upset. Dave talked about it. Okay. Yeah. Um, to that I say, even though I'm not on compound, I definitely don't want to see uh thousands of people or hundreds of thousands of people lose their access. But I must say, yeah, especially not that way. It's kind of trifling the way that they're going about it. So hopefully that doesn't go anywhere. Hopefully that bill dies. But I am of the stance that, like, I don't even know how compounders are still compounding. Do y'all know the answer? Before we get into the actual topic, can y'all tell me this real quickly? Do y'all know? Oh, this is such a Jen question. Where's Jen? She's probably with her in real life friends. Um, how are the compounders still compounding? I thought they were supposed to stop. Or at least how are they still compounding to the capacity that they are? Like, do y'all know the answer? Because I don't know. I mean, other than them just doing it, I don't. Um, they haven't won the lawsuit. Like Eli Lilly hasn't won the lawsuit, so that means the compounders get to keep going. They're personalizing it. Oh, okay. So they're getting around the rules. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. And you know what? I knew that, but I forgot. I knew that at the time because I did a video on it, but I didn't realize that's what they were still doing. Like I thought that was only going to work for like a couple of months, but it's clearly been like a whole year. Like that video I did was about a year ago. So that's enough. That's enough for them to just kind of like be able to still support thousands of customers. All they got to do, okay. This is, I mean, but this is why Eli Lilly is kind of fighting dirty, allegedly, because we can't necessarily say they're behind a bill, but we know they're behind a bill. Okay, we know they're behind that push. Okay, all right. Customized dosages. Okay. Oh, thank you, Sydney. Thank you so much. I appreciate the compliment. Um, okay, if that's all it takes is a little bit of B vitamins. Okay, I'm on a 16.6 dose, so that doesn't exist with Lily. Hmm. Through a loophole, still breaking the rules, getting ready for work. That's okay, so that's the answer that I was actually looking for, but I wasn't sure, like, if that was the case. Like, I'm wondering if they are breaking any rules by doing this, I guess is the point that I'm trying to make. Like, is this technically them rule breaking by doing all of the dose changes and the additives and all of that? Um, and my last question on that, so I know a lot of y'all are on compound. Do y'all feel like, because maybe this can be a separate topic, but do y'all feel like the attack on compound is unfair from, I don't want to say from Lily's standpoint, but do y'all feel like it's unfair? What do y'all think? Um, I don't like this new format because the chat is more difficult to see on my iPad. But I don't know if the same for everyone. Okay, so can y'all help me out with the updated streaming, okay? Someone has suggested that I attempt to do it this way because they felt like my last live stream deserved more views, so we're trying something new. Now with the dual streaming, it's in two completely different algorithms. So of course the vertical is going to be for the mobile users, and that allows, a different not demographic, but a different pool of people to watch. So there's two streams going on right now. Make sure if you want to watch the traditional landscape version, make sure that's the stream that you are on. Because if you're on an iPad, Sydney, I would assume, actually, I could look right now. I would assume that if you're on an iPad, you probably would prefer the landscape version, but let's just see. Sorry. Sidebar, y'all. Sidebar. Let's just see. Let's just see. Oh, you're not gonna let me do my thing? Do my do? That's rude. Okay, that's my vertical. I wish I had my iPad in here with me. Let me see how it looks on my desktop. I mean, my laptop. Let's see how it looks on my. Hold on, sorry. Because I'm assuming you get to choose which stream you want to view. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, there's two streams on my channel. Hmm. Or does it automatically choose for you depending on? Okay. All right, cool. So yes, so there's two streams. Yes. Okay. So Sydney says when I watched someone's channel earlier this week and they did this vertical horizontal split, you can only see the chat for whichever format you are viewing. Right. So because I'm on StreamYard, I'll be able to see all of the comments. But if you would prefer the horizontal, the landscape viewing, just switch to the other stream on whatever device you're using. Both streams are up on the channel. So if you don't like the vertical, you can switch to the horizontal. Um, they can't take away compounding for people who have been on it for years, and brand isn't affordable easily by most. Okay. They aren't custom when everyone is getting the same dose. If I was Eli, I would sue the FDA. Hey Tanya, hey girl, hey girl. Congrats on reaching goal. I heard. Thank you so much for the compliment. Okay, so as far as like affordability, yeah, I would hate for, like I said, thousands of people to lose their availability. I've always had the stance of like, even though I started out on compound and I was upset when it got taken off the shortage list, I felt like I kind of like I felt like it was going to happen eventually. So it was never my intention to like always have access to compound. And then of course y'all know I eventually switched to vials. But I'm just wondering like who feels like the 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 attack, not attack, but like the effort to get compounding reduced is unfair. And then maybe we could talk about it some more later. I couldn't find a vertical at all. I searched to see if it was what you were doing. Yeah, I'm doing both. So when I go to my channel, I can see both. I can see two streams. Um just drop the price to the same as compounding. I don't know. I would love for them to do that. Um oh, maybe it's not an option for mobile. That's possible, which would be weird. Yeah, that would be weird. Because on my laptop I can see both. Okay. All right. Well, hey, 1972 Black girl. Hello, hello, hello. If I missed anybody and I didn't say hello, I'm sorry. There's like more people in and out of the chat today. Okay. So we're trying both vertical and landscape streaming. So if you are on, I believe, a laptop, desktop, TV, you can probably choose which viewing experience you prefer. If it looks like vertical, then just go ahead and switch to the other stream. If you're on a mobile device, you might not have the option to view horizontally. But as you're coming, please like the stream and let me know which viewing experience you prefer or which one you're choosing to utilize. All right. So that's what I said, Jen. That's not customized when everyone gets the same dose, even though that dose is not exactly the same as brand. Okay, so I was trying to like reserve my opinion on this, but here's my take, and then we'll get into the actual topic because y'all, I'm going through it. Okay, I'm sitting here eating white cheddar Cheetos because apparently they're not artificially colored. They're actually pretty good. It's my first time having them, but I'm going through it as far as this whole weight loss journey, and we're going to talk about it. But so let me give y'all my input really quickly since everybody else already talked about it. Um, Oh, I uninstalled and reinstalled. Now horizontal is an option on the mobile device. You have to uninstall and reinstall YouTube. My God, that sounds like so much work. That sounds like so much work. Okay, thank you, Delilah. In case anybody else is interested, compounds and brands cannot cost the same. Compounds cost pennies to make. That wouldn't make sense. Bobos and Keds don't cost the same. I don't know what any of those are. What are Bobos and Keds? Okay, here's my take. My take has not lately. I've been going back and reviewing some of my older content to see how much my perspective has changed. And it hasn't changed a whole lot, honestly. Even in that video that we were just watching, even though I was upset, there's still this attitude of like, yeah, but it's Eli Lilly's product. You know what I mean? And I have never felt like affordability was a fair justification for compounding to be at the capacity that it is. Um, but I do understand the need, right? The need was fulfilled. So how do we get beyond this point without just ripping it away from everyone? Um, it's hard. That's a tough. That's hard. That's hard because y'all know I'm team. It's not like I'm team big pharma. I'm a realist about this, right? So like I've had compound. great experiences, some not so great, and I've had brand only good experiences. And we wouldn't have the product without Eli Lilly, so I think it's not unreasonable for them to protect that at all costs. I don't think they have to go to the lengths that they're going, but I do to some extent understand. Now, as far as availability for compound, I was watching the downsized, like a small portion of it, and they were talking about how telehealth stepped up when the system failed. Like, telehealth didn't fail the people, the system failed the people, and telehealth stepped up. I don't feel that way. And I got in the door with telehealth. Now that I've had the experience with both, I feel like telehealth seized an opportunity. That's not the same thing as stepping up, right? Like, yes, they were there, and yes, they were able to get people this medication compounded, which I'm definitely grateful for. And I'm pretty sure plenty of people are grateful for. But at the same time, can we not act like the telehealth companies aren't cash grabbing as well? Can we not act like they weren't being irresponsible as well, compounding all of this medication at such a large capacity, a capacity so large that it's almost like it's damn near impossible to undo without destroying people's lives? I don't see how that's responsible. So to me, the compounding pharmacies and the telehealth companies are culpable. Just like Eli Lilly was culpable for the shortage in the first place that put people in bad positions. Yeah, telehealth and the compounders were there to fill that void, but they took advantage and they did not consider what was going to happen when people could no longer get their medication potentially, at this volume could get their could no longer get their medication compounded. So God forbid that's to ever happen where the hammer comes down on compounding and the amount of people that can get it so easily is significantly reduced. I'm blaming the telehealth companies for that, me personally, because I don't think they should have taken on so many customers. For example, imagine people are already on Manjaro and let's say Manjaro and Ozempic, and there's a shortage. The shortage hits, right? So the people that are already prescribed can't get their medication. It would make sense for them to fill the gap with compound. Why did the telehealth companies accept all of these new customers though, like myself? I'm glad they did. I'm not hating the player or the game. I'm just asking a question. I wasn't prescribed Manjaro or Ozempic. Why was it so easy for me to get compound? There was no shortage for me. Like I wasn't a patient that needed something to fill the gap. So I don't know. I think the telehealth companies were very irresponsible by taking on so many customers, so many that now it would be irresponsible for any legislation to pass that would rip that away from all of those people. But it would not be unfair if they stopped them from being able to bring on new customers that aren't already prescribed. That would not be unfair. So that's my take on that. I'm interested to see how this unfolds because technically Compound is my fallback plan. If I ever for some reason can't afford brand, I plan to go back to Compound. So I don't want to see it go away. Um Lately I've been looking younger. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Why y'all keep saying I reached my goal? What goal are y'all talking about? Am I missing something? Unfortunately, I know how the sausage is made, so I will stay out of it. Jen, I be low key trying to, like get the insider info. Jen, come on. It's hard like with all meds. I can't get my biologics for arthritis covered for a reasonable price, as in not covered, not over 5K a month. Ooh. Because you know how the sausage is made, Jen. You should definitely stay in the conversation. Exactly. She needs to be giving us the tea. If it wasn't for telehealth, I would have never even considered it. I got in through telehealth. I just think that, like, I'm not anti telehealth. I just think that they were incredibly irresponsible by not warning people how risky it was to start on this journey with the potential for it to be very temporary, right? Like, what are you going to do if compounding gets taken away? Okay, you need to understand that this is temporary. Are you sure you want to get on this train? They didn't warn people. They didn't onboard people safely. So although I'm grateful for telehealth, I can also like two things can be true at the same time. I'm grateful for telehealth, but I also acknowledge that they were very irresponsible. Um, Compound didn't step up for anything but their pockets, and people forget that if anyone is the villain, in my opinion, it's them who had no research overhead and can make for pennies but charge hundreds. Yeah. Did they not consider it or did they not give a fuck so long as their pockets were lined? Well, everybody's, all the companies. If we're going to acknowledge that Eli Lilly's in it for the money, then we need to hold telehealth and the compounders. We need to hold their feet to that same fire. Like they're all in it for the money. Telehealth is no better, right? Just because the prices are cheaper. People treat people treat telehealth companies as if their prices are cheaper because they're doing the customer a favor. No, they're undercutting the brand prices and they can afford to do it. It's not a favor to anybody. They're not looking out for anyone but themselves. That's how I feel. Also need a bill to ensure quality and consistency. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I don't even know if the I don't want to say how I think it's going to turn out because who knows? Who knows? Who knows? I just saw the price before was 1,600, and I was like, no, thank you. Yes, that was before the vials came out. Well, 1,600 maybe for the pens. Oh, is that true? I actually don't know. I don't know. Um, it's unfortunate telehealth didn't tell people how compounding worked or a timeline. You know what I mean? Do you think companies do your thing, companies, and make your money, but let me get my meds, thank you. Oh, it just says I was 69 pounds down. Sorry, I didn't say you reached your goal. Oh, it's okay. I was just messing around. No, because you weren't the first person to say that. Somebody else was like, "Congrats on your goal." I'm like, "What goal?" But thank y'all. Thank y'all. I'm just being ignorant. Okay, thank you so much. Yes, yes. We're gonna talk about that. Now I done got distracted talking about compounding. Eli Lilly paid for the research. They should be making the profit. Well, we need them to make the profit so that they can keep making us skinny. We need them to keep making the profit so they can keep us skinny. I think. I don't know. I don't know. 69 pounds is amazing. It is. I was just confused as to why people kept saying your goal, your goal. I'm like, what goal? Are y'all talking about my final goal? Y'all know I'm not done losing weight, right? Like, y'all know I'm not. I'm being ignorant, Jen. I'm okay. Okay, all right. Let's get into topic. Jennifer, I'm having a bad day. I'm having a bad week, Jen. Okay, y'all know whenever I am live on a day that I explicitly say that I'm not going to be live, it is because something is going wrong in my life. So I have been okay. So I did the stream a couple of weeks ago about life giving you lemoning, and how you just get through it by getting all sexified, okay? Well, the lemons hadn't stopped since then, and my therapist always says, "Are you sticking to your routines? Are you sticking to your routines?" Well, the best thing you can do is stick to your routines, right? So I still do my YouTube. I still go to work. I still work out. I still run my errands. I still get out of bed. I still do all of the things that I'm supposed to be doing. But I have just been having like I almost didn't make it through this week. Seriously. I almost didn't make it through this week. Okay. Um, I'm gonna hide the vertical so I don't have to look at it. I almost didn't make it through this week. So what I mean by that is just like, y'all, I've had an epiphany. It's dawned on me that this is my life forever now. And by that I mean like, so okay, what sparked this stream? I didn't want to work out yesterday, right? My trainer, y'all know I have a personal trainer. He preps 5 exercise days for me per week per my request. I wanted 5 days a week, so he gives me 5 workouts per week. And my thing is, y'all know, especially when it comes to SAD, no matter how bad you don't want to work out, make sure you get up, you work out, you move your body, make sure you do all this. So I've been doing that. But this past week, I really haven't been wanting to do it. Now, I have been, but I haven't wanted to. And yesterday, was just one of those days where I was like, anything but some exercise. Anything but some like I just did not like I was done, or at least so I felt like I was done. I was just like, I can't do this. Work was crushing me this week. I told y'all we had layoffs a couple of weeks ago, so two of us are doing the work of five people. Not that I'm complaining about having a job, but it's like, okay, two of us are doing the work of five people. So this week was bad. This week was I was crushed at work. I did not want to work out. The weather has been cold. I don't know who lives on the East Coast, who lives in the Carolinas. It's been incredibly cold, and I just haven't been feeling good. I haven't really been wanting to get out of bed. I haven't been wanting to work out. I haven't been wanting to do the things, right? All of the things. And I actually my last stream last week, I was on the stream complaining about making it to 175, right? Because I felt like my weight loss was so slow. Do y'all know the very next day, I was waiting to give y'all a proper weigh in. But the very next day, I weighed in at 173. Remember, I was like, I want my whoosh. I want my whoosh. I felt like I got my whoosh, which, 2 pounds is great. Like, I haven't lost 2 pounds in a week in a very long time. So I was on the stream complaining to y'all about being 175. And then I got to the very next day and I stepped on the scale and it was 173. So I was excited about that. And then I had a really bad week this past week of like just stress and eating. And so I'm back up a little bit, but I'm not too worried about that. The point is, I have realized that this is my life now. This is my life now. And what I mean by that is, hold on, let me get my notes. What I mean by that is, once we decide to lose weight, okay? And if you haven't already, please like the stream and go ahead and vote in the poll. Let me see where you guys are with the poll. The question is, what's the hardest hurdle with weight loss on a GLP-1? 36% said losing the weight, 27% said keeping the weight off, 9%, that's Jen, says stopping the weight loss. It's supposed to be anonymous, but I'm switching. I'm snitching, I'm sorry. 27% said other, I'll leave a comment. So what's the hardest thing about weight loss on a GLP-1 for y'all? So the hardest thing for me is getting the weight off. It has dawned on me, not dawned on me, but I am at a point of accepting that losing weight is vicious. Losing weight is incredibly vicious. I feel like some people have this experience where their weight loss on a GLP-1 is incredibly easy. They get the weight off, they keep the weight off. They really don't have to think too much about it. Hold on, give me a second. They really don't have to think too much about it. They don't got to do too much. They get the weight off, they keep it off, they keep taking their medication and it's fine. But then there's people like me where it's like after losing the first 50, I have to fight for every pound after that, right? Okay. But here's the thing. You know how we set goals for ourselves and we set deadlines and we set objectives, and or at least I do, but I feel like a lot of us do that, right? Like we want to be a certain weight by a certain date, or we want to have a certain goal accomplished by a certain time or whatever. I have been so overwhelmed with trying to maintain my exercise schedule that it has like it's registering to me now that there is no way out of this, right? So because I have spent my entire life obese and now I'm actually losing the weight, I will be working forever to keep this weight off. And I've said that before, but it's never truly like registered until now. I had a 3 pound whoosh about a month ago. It was glorious. It is the best thing in the world. I have not lost 2 pounds in 1 week and for I don't want to say in a year. No, it's probably been like since like June or something like that. In June, I was crazy. I lost like 8 pounds in 1 week. It was psycho. It was psychotic. Um, there should have been a mental a mental part option. Okay, so I didn't want to work out yesterday, right? And I felt like it was like the straw that broke the camel's back. But I worked out. Okay, it was a home workout. And I did it while I was working because I didn't do it before work because I didn't feel like it. Okay. So it was down to my last 3 hours of work. And I'm just looking at the clock like it's only 45 minutes. You can do it. Like you can do it. But the whole time that I was doing the workout, I'm like, this is my life now. Like, this is it forever. I'm going to have to keep a regular physical fitness routine in order to be fine for the rest of my life. Am I being dramatic or does anybody else like agree with me? Like who has reached the moment where they're like, "Oh, well, cuz some of y'all already like working out. Maybe my problem is that I don't enjoy it." But like who else has realized that in order to get and stay fit, this is it forever. There is there are no days off. Yes, there are, but there aren't. You understand? Like, do y'all know what I mean? Like, there are, but there aren't, right? For every day that you make an excuse, especially when you're not at your goal, it's like it's setting you back. Does that make sense? I don't enjoy it, but I have to do it. I've been seeing this thing lately throughout the skinny talk compilations, like follow the plan, not so like the girls are like, "Oh, I don't want to get up and walk. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do it. I don't want to." But we got to stick to the plan. And I'm just like, "But this is the plan forever?" Like forever. There's been plenty of times. There's been plenty of times where like I could get on a exercise routine and then I would get to like a good place for like a trip or something and then I'd stop. Vacation is always the point where I stop working out cuz like I'll go on a trip and well the last couple of times I did okay, but I'll go on a trip and then, I'm not working out when I get back. But I've been really I'm telling y'all, it has been a month since I started the personal training, and technically, I've lost 5 pounds in that month's time, which is I didn't even realize it. I didn't think about it like that. But when I hit that 173, that was a total of 5 pounds lost. I think I was 178 when I started a month ago. November 10th, I started working out with the trainer, and I weighed in again last week, sometime on Sunday, and I was down to 173. So that's 5 pounds. That's 5 pounds. I be losing like 2 pounds a month. I be losing like 2 pounds. 2 pounds a month. Oh, thank you, Nicole. Thank you. God, this is like people. Sorry, I'm distracted. um, it's all I can do to move more so I can make gains. I'm not sure what you mean. Oh, gains. Okay. All right. Yes, gains. Hello, nerdicubator? Nerd. Okay. Yeah. So I guess I've been frustrated, y'all. It's been a lot going on um in my personal life, in my family life, like just stuff that like I've shared so much. It's starting to get to the point of like oversharing. So I don't even give announcements no more when something horrible happens or something goes wrong. I just not pretend it's not happening, but like I just don't bring it here to this environment. Like I'm over it. But yeah, there's just been a lot going on. And you know what? Despite whatever is going on in my life, I still gotta get my ass up and work out. I still gotta get up and work out. And you know what else? You know what else gets me? Like there's this transition I'm going through of like leaving my old self behind about how I think about things and how I make excuses and how I justify certain things. Y'all, I was just complaining about the tragedy that I had with McDonald's last week or 2 weeks ago, I think it was. Y'all know I came back to North Carolina, came back to my old neighborhood again, and went back to that same McDonald's. I did the exact same thing all over again. I did the exact same. I told y'all something about this environment. It does something to me. Maybe because I lived here for like 2, 3 years, 3 years. So something about this environment triggers me. But like I went back and did the exact same thing at the exact same McDonald's that I was just complaining about like 2 weeks ago. The reason why that's an issue is because, like I said, I'm going through this transition where I'm trying to unbig my brain. Okay. I'm trying to unbig my brain. I'm trying to not have the same habits and behaviors that got me to 240 pounds in the first place. Like, I make a lot of jokes about thinking skinny, But it's starting to set in like, "Oh, no, I gotta live this every day. I have to live this every single fucking day." Like, there is no breaks. There's no nothing. Like, this is my life now. This is my life. Am I making sense or am I just blabbering? Y'all let me know. Um, I think you feel different once you fit goal. What do you mean? Like once I meet my goal? Oh no. OMG, I was just having these types of thoughts today. I had a doctor's appointment yesterday and we started looking ahead to maintenance. I thought, oh my God, exercising, counting, and don't even get me started on the counting. Like when I had that whoosh, it's because I had a very good week of eating at home, even with snacks. Even with snacks, I had a very good week at eating at home, tracking my meals. I had a very good week, and then I didn't, and like my work was undone, not completely, but it was just like I don't get to chill basically. Like I don't get to lay off. Does that make sense? Like the like the people that are like, like just enjoy the things that you like and blah 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 blah. I've been trying to find my balance with that, but it's like the more I step off track, the further like I set myself like back from my goal. So whereas like for example, I don't believe in cheat days. I don't believe in cheat days. If I want something, I'm gonna just have it. But for the most part, I really need to try not to have the things that I'm not supposed to be having. But I don't believe in cheat days, cheat meals. If I'm gonna indulge, then I'm just gonna indulge. And I do believe in indulging every once in a while. But it's starting to feel like that every once in a while is setting me back. It's like I could be doing good for a week, right? Oh my God. I had to sneeze, I had to cough. Okay. I lost my train of thought. I wish I was like that. I wish I could make myself do it no matter what. I am worried about you. Um, I'm worried about you. Hold on. Hold on. I wish I was like that. I wish I could make myself do it no matter what. Oh, no matter what I'm worried about. I gotta work on that. I'm not sure whether you came in. Are you worried about me? Or you mean no matter what you're worried about? When were you last your current weight? Sorry, I don't know why I'm choking. I don't know why. 15, 14? Sydney, 15 years old. I was a teenager. I was a teenager. I was in my mid to lower 170s for the majority of like my preteen to teenage years. And then I lost weight around like 16 years old. I had gained weight to 180 something and I had lost like 20, 25 pounds and I made it down to 163. So 163 technically is the lowest that I ever, not ever. I remember being 120 as like at like 9, 10 years old. But 173 is a big deal. Like ninth grade, maybe, uh, eighth grade, seventh grade. Okay. Autocorrect. You're working on it and you're proud of me. Thank you very much. Okay. Um, oh, thank you. When you hit maintenance, you can be more lenient with yourself, but it's figuring out the balance and stuff. Okay, so that's my thing, Nicole. That's what I'm realizing. I'm living life. How do I want to put this? I'm living life like I'm already in maintenance. That's why I put in a title like ready to quit because I act like I've already gotten to the goal. Does that make sense? Like I'm too lenient. Yeah, I'm still doing great. I'm still doing great, but there's so much like I don't want to say playing around because I feel like I do okay. I feel like I do way better than I was like doing a year ago as far as my eating and of course as far as my exercise. Like my gains have been crazy, but I can not definitely. I feel like I'm moving as if I'm already in maintenance, and it's like, girl, what you doing? Like you still got 30 pounds to go. I've been saying I have 40 pounds to lose for so long that it's dawning on me now that I'm like, I'm closer to 30 pounds left than I am to 40s. It's more like 31 now. Um, one more pound and I'll be 70 pounds down. So that means 30 pounds until my first goal. But yeah, it feels like I'm moving in maintenance already. Hello, Journey of Life. Thank you so much. I'm glad you could join us, girl. You be busy with Boss Baby, girl. For me, every once in a while, because more and more often without realizing it, it's just a snowball effect of fat. I still don't eat fast food though, and I still work out. No, no, Nicole. No, Nicole. I've been working on some things, okay? And I think I'm gonna have to let the fast food die. Right now, I only eat out probably at least once, maybe twice a week. And it'll be fast food, which is, I mean, before losing weight, I could eat fast food 4 or 5 times a week, like easily. So I've been really making an effort to eat and snack at home. But guys, I know we talked about enjoying a little trash every now and again, but I think the fast food is gonna have to die in 2026 for me. I think I'm just gonna have to kill it. It cannot be a side character anymore. It cannot be a side character anymore. Like I'm about to like I want to change my mindset to be in a place where like eating out is an event. It's a special occasion, right? Which means I have to dress up. I have to do my hair. I have to make plans to eat out. Um I need to eat with a knife and a fork and not sit in my car and eat. I'm not pulling up to drive-throughs. No, like I needed to make reservations to be here. I'm gonna look nice. I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna enjoy my food. I'm gonna eat it slowly and I'm gonna have a glass of wine with it. And it's gonna happen once, maybe twice a month. That's how I'm starting to feel about eating out. That's how I'm starting to it don't even get me started with the sugar. Y'all know I'm a sugar crackhead, okay? I am a sugar loving hussy. I am. I love my sugar. But something is happening to my body to like to the point where I can't even handle the sugar as much anymore. Like I can't even handle it as much as I used to be able to. So like all of that, ooh, gimme, yummy, yummy, yum. I gotta fight to keep the sugar away. It's getting to the point where it's just like, ugh, not and it's not the taste, it's how it physically makes me feel. I'm just now at almost 70 pounds down getting to that point. It's almost like the way the sugar would be able to disperse over a 200-pound body, it's like I can't even do that no more. It's like there's nowhere for it to go. So it just makes me feel like crap. It makes me feel like crap. The weight I am right now was just a passing weight in my life. Never been here stable before. Okay. So Delilah, are you losing steadily or are you stalled right now? I get that we are all unhappy with ourselves, but you are so beautiful. Thank you for the compliment, but I'm not unhappy with myself. Is that how I'm coming off? It's because I'm a complainer. I'm working on it. 2026. I got a couple more weeks to keep complaining. But to be clear, I'm not unhappy with myself. I'm overwhelmed by the amount of work that it takes to not be fat. Like can we just be honest for a second? Like what what we call, not medically but just kind of flippantly and casually, what we call weight blindness or body dysmorphia, which none of us can diagnose that, right? So we kind of casually say it, but like that feeling of your brain not catching up with the weight loss, I'm not feeling like that's weight blindness or body dysmorphia. I'm feeling like that's recovery from blindness or body dysmorphia. Let me tell y'all what I mean by that. It has dawned on me that every pound counts. Every pound counts. What do I mean by that? The more weight that I lose, the more devastated I am about where I came from. Does that make sense? If you haven't already, please like the stream. Please like, please like, please hit the like. The more weight that I lose, the smaller my waist gets, the more the weight on the scale goes down. Okay. I'm still working on the energy thing. My energy is not improved. I don't know why. After 70 pounds, my energy is not better, but whatever. Whatever. The lighter I feel on my feet, the more clothes fit better, all of that. The better my skin look. Every pound counts. The closer, the more weight I lose, the more I get to an appropriate weight for my height, the more anxiety I feel about where I came from. So, like, me being 30 pounds from a normal weight gives me more anxiety than being 100 pounds from a normal weight. Because when I was 100 pounds from a normal weight, I didn't realize it. But now that I'm losing the weight, I understand the emphasis of every 1, 2, 5, 10, 15 pounds, which is why I'm not even willing to be 20 pounds or more overweight. Nope. I'm not even willing to be more than 10 pounds overweight. I'm not even willing to do it. I'm not even willing to do it. It is like the closer I get to an average or normal weight, normal for, according to the BMI for my height, the more bizarre and like the more crazy it seems and feels to have been 240 pounds. Does that make sense? So I don't feel like this is currently body dysmorphia. I feel like where I came from was body, like thinking that that was okay. To me, that was the body dysmorphia. To me, that was the weight blindness. I'm not weight blind now. I'm recovering from weight blindness. This is how it feels, right? This 30 pounds feels like so much effing weight. But when I was 100 pounds overweight, it was like, it was horrible, but it was like still not registering how bad it is. Let me know if y'all know what I'm talking about. Also, as someone who makes an assload of money, health is the real currency. Okay, I can agree. I do like money though. Like I want to be healthy, but I'm the first to raise my hand about like liking some money. I can't wait for the holidays to be done with. It's been a lot lately and school ending. Oh, okay. Oh, we miss you too, girly. We miss you too. You gave it up last March to sugar. Oh God. Or the fast food. Fast food is trying to be the mistress, and I ain't having that. Fast food has been, yeah, my little side piece. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. Every time I try to eat fast food, I get so sick. I don't eat it a lot, but when I try, Tersh treats it like an invasion. You know what's crazy about fast food? There was a time where fast food actually tasted good. Can y'all tell me like what kind, like, can y'all start listing some of y'all favorite fast food places? And I mean real fast food. So like not fast casual, but like real fast food, like drive-through fast food. Like complete and utter trash that you enjoy. Because I got mad when I went to McDonald's recently and I was like, "Wait, my food wasn't even good." I remember when I was in high school, a sausage biscuit was delicious. It was delicious. It tasted so good. I had a breakfast biscuit from McDonald's for the first time in forever. It was a bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit, and it was dry. The cheese wasn't melted. It was like it had no flavor. It was just, so I was kind of, I kind of raised an eyebrow, like, wait a minute, people pay for this? like, like for real? Bruh, okay, I don't know. Um, so in my opinion, I'm stalled. Been in 230s for like what, a month? Oh, girl, bye, please. Okay, let me not be so dismissive. I don't know about a month being a stall. Maybe, I mean, well, okay, in GLP-1 world, sure. But it could just be your body leveling out after so much weight loss. Money can't buy health unless it's Zepbound. Money can buy me lots of things. I like money, but health is a currency. I would agree. Wow, ladies, that's awesome. But for now, I am keeping my side chick. My husband and I eat out about 2 times a week. I make thoughtful selections. Usually don't eat the whole meal. Okay, so oh, I did too. So maybe you did it before me, because I tried to ban them. I don't know. I can't see it on the YouTube side, but I'm looking at StreamYard. So if you want to keep making channels and coming back, okay, whatever. I said that so many times. I flipped out getting to 235, which is my lowest adult weight ever. It has been a mental struggle. Like I just no, it's not subscribers only. I don't feel like it needs to be in a chat. If somebody's getting on your nerves, then sure, do what you got to do. But for the most part, you don't got to work too hard. Filet o fish. Okay, who's that? Wait, let me put my glasses on. Nerd. Okay, is it good though? Can we have this conversation? Can because I was thinking about this today. Okay, I was thinking about this today. Okay. Okay, now that was actually funny. Can you stop being a creep? Like, can you just enjoy the conversation? I completely understand before and after fix. I don't even recognize that old me. I don't want to be that way ever again. Okay. Nerd. Can we have this conversation about the filet o fish, the fast food? I am not anti fast food. Okay. I like me a little Zaxby's or a little cookout every now and again, but I've been having this issue lately where it doesn't taste good. Does your filet o fish taste good? Is it tasty? Do you enjoy it when you eat it? Right? Can I have everybody's attention? Okay. Sidebar. 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 Okay. Um I haven't eaten fast food. I haven't eaten one fast food thing that was good in over a year, except that mall Japanese food. That be bussin'. I ain't gonna lie. That mall hibachi be bussin'. Um, okay. So fast food. Let's talk about it, right? Because we already had the conversation. We like a little trash every now and again. We like a little trash. We like a little McDonald's. We like a little. Okay, fine. But is your choice in fast food? Does it taste good? The first two bites and literally, and then I'm like, damn, now I gotta finish it. I've been practicing not finishing my food when I go out to eat. And because it makes me so mad to not finish it, it's just better for me to eat out less or invest in better quality meals. I don't know if I got a chance to tell y'all that I went out and had the most delicious meal that I'd ever, like, I can't say ever had in my life, but it was the most delicious restaurant meal that I had in a very, very long time. Spur of the moment, never been to the place before, went with a friend, had uh you know how people have chicken and waffles? I had chicken and French toast. There was so much effort and so much love and so many foots put into this chicken and French toast. I haven't stopped thinking about it since. And it was in that moment that I knew that eating out should be an occasion, right? Eating out, this is what eating out should be about. It should be about knowing without a doubt you are going to get a delicious meal, or don't do it. So I need to ask y'all, don't get quiet on me now. And the reason that I'm asking this is because when I was at that McDonald's going through the drive-through, I was people watching and there was a line and I'm like, this don't even taste good. Am I the only one that feels this way? Cuz all of us got in line to get the McDonald's. All of us got in line to get it. 9 times out of 10 I'm just there to get coffee, and then every once in a while I'll get food along with my coffee. Because I'm convincing myself that it's gonna taste as good as it did in 2009, but it doesn't. But I'm just wondering, like this time was like the last. It was like the last straw. I'm like, does that person in that pickup truck in front of me that's driving away, whatever they bought, whatever they purchased, one, how many times this week did they go to McDonald's? Two, how many times do they get the same meal every time they go to McDonald's? And three, does it even taste good? Because I am for treating yourself to fast food if it's tasty. But think about it. Okay, Michelle, I haven't eaten any fast food in over a year, in a year. Oh, okay. Rub it in our face, why don't you? Not literally, literally. By the end of it, it's not that great. Okay. So the first two bites of the filet o fish are litty. Okay. Now that you mention it, it really don't be tasting that good. Deanna, this is what I'm saying. It uh, this just happened to me. Like, right? Like, okay, like I'm okay. You ever feel cheated out of something, so you go back for you go back hoping it's gonna be better? Okay, so this is exactly what I did a few weeks ago with McDonald's. So this week I went, I got the bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit, and it wasn't good. I like it. I enjoy it, but I pulled a okay, well now I gotta finish it, right? I pulled one of those. So then I went back today and I decided to get something that I knew didn't taste good when I had it the first time, which was the chicken tenders. But I'm like, maybe if they fry them fresh, it'll taste a lot better. And it was at that moment I knew I had effed up. It was at that moment I knew I messed up. Because did it taste better? Slightly. But was it good though? Was it satisfying? Was it tasty? No. Was it worth my money? Was it worth my $11? No. 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 I had fast food for the first time in a year a few weeks ago. Arby's mozzarella sticks. Man, those suckers were cold. Were not good whatsoever. I used to love those things. I don't know what I was thinking. I need somebody to tell me that their fast food is tasty. Like for example, something that I enjoy, like a lot of y'all Northeast or Midwest, so maybe y'all don't know about Zaxby's chicken place, right? Chicken tenders and fries. Um, I think they're chicken tenders and fries. Like I would enjoy it if I ate their food, which is why I don't eat it very often because once I have it, then I want it like every day. But there's not many. Okay, when I go to Starbucks and I get um the double bacon cheddar breakfast croissant sandwich, it's okay. It's not nasty. It's okay. Like it's definitely not worth what they charge. I mean, come on, to Starbucks and it's a frozen sandwich. It's okay. But it's like it's not good. It's not good. So what is the point? I just realized that on StreamYard, it tells me which stream you guys are watching. So Nerd and Journey, are you guys watching on a mobile device? Because it's showing me like the little vertical symbol for y'all. Let me know. Also with the McDonald's app, they have all these deals and rewards. It's getting cheaper to get this type of food now too. You're making me hot. Because I'm an apper. I'm a McDonald's apper. I pull out the app when they ask for my, do I want to use the app? Yes, I want to use the app. I actually have a free, like I have a selection of free items that I can choose from right now because I got enough points. Mostly built up from coffee, but because I have enough points. Don't you wonder why it's so cheap? It's all chemicals. Okay. I'm not going to pull the processing card because we all know it's processed. All right. This is about enjoying a little trash every now and again, but is the trash tasting good? Right. And 10 years ago, it did taste good. Is it tasting good now? Or are we just buying out of convenience, habit? Like, what are we doing? Like, again, I'm pro enjoying a little bit of fast food, even fast casual. I would consider did she say Arby's? Or did she say Red Robin? Arby's. Okay, that's fast. I was thinking Red Robin. I would have considered that fast casual. Is it tasting good? Okay, now McDonald's, now I will say this. McDonald's had priced me out in the past 3 years. Like I couldn't even like really afford, not I couldn't afford to eat there. I couldn't justify eating there. So I was only drinking the coffee. And then they came out with a $5 meal deal like last year or earlier this year or something like that to try to get the prices down. Because first of all, you effed up when you price out poor people. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm not trying to poverty shame or anything like that. This is what they were talking about, like on the news or different finance channels and stuff like that that keep up with these things, the statistics. When you price out people that, no, I don't want to say need cheap fast food, but like that are more likely to buy cheaper fast food. When you price them out, you've done fucked up. Like you are McDonald's. You don't get to have Olive Garden prices which not that Olive Garden is like bougie or something, but you don't you're McDonald's. Okay, Chick-fil-A. You're McDonald's. You don't get to have Chick-fil-A prices. Okay. Well, McDonald's has started pricing people out to the point where like a basic meal was like $15. 15, $16 for a meal at McDonald's. Too rich for my blood. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. And if I couldn't do it, I know people that's making half of what I make, a quarter of what I make, wasn't doing it. So they started to see a loss in sales. They started coming out with more stuff on the app. People wasn't using the app enough. Then they came out with the $5 meal deal. That's when I started eating McDonald's again because I was on a budget and I could get me a chicken breast and some fries and a drink for $5. Chicken breast, no bun, right? It was a chicken sandwich, but I didn't want the bun, the lettuce, tomatoes. I don't want none of that. So I would just eat the chicken breast, the fries, and I had me a drink for $5. And I was like, oh my God, like you can't get food nowhere for $5 anymore. Pizza is $5. And now McDonald's, I guess they've started lowering the prices more and more. Being able to go to McDonald's and get a meal that's not $15 is like that was not the case like a year and a half ago. So they've definitely started to bring the prices back down there at that restaurant specifically, but it don't taste good though. I don't know, it tastes good. I get the egg Gouda sandwich from Starbucks. It's nutrition when you fail to meal plan and you need protein. Mobile YouTube. Okay, yeah. It's showing me the little icon. Okay, that makes sense. Um, that's what I tell myself too. I ain't gonna lie. I'm like, oh, it's eggs. It's like a $7 egg sandwich when I could, I don't know, cheat my ass buyer. Is like $10 used to be like two. Oh, okay. Cheaper than when I was priced out as somebody that makes a decent income. If I can't afford $15 McDonald's or I can't justify, let's just say $15 McDonald's, I know people that are struggling are not gonna no. You agree it's convenience. Okay. The chicken nuggets hit the spot still. I'm a chicken nugget kind of girl and I don't feel like they're doing the do with the chicken nuggets. Homemade tastes way better to me, but I'm lazy. I'm buying out of convenience and cost, but mainly due to lack of planning. Can we do an experiment real quick? Good for the dollar menu. I actually don't know what's on the dollar menu. I remember a small fry and a four-piece nugget and a sausage biscuit used to be on the dollar menu 10 years ago. I don't know what's on there now. Um, Investing in a lunch bag that warms food I actually cook regularly. But when I'm out all day, I don't pack a hot meal. I just protein shakes and boiled eggs, not enough. Okay, so can we do an experiment real quick? Um, McDonald. Okay, hold on. Let me look up what nerds meal costs. Do you get the meal or do you just get the sandwich with the filet o fish? Hold on. The rest of y'all, because I know y'all be eating out or y'all at least used to. Can y'all tell me what kind of fast food y'all like? And when I say fast, I mean like drive through. So not sit down in the restaurant, you know. So no Olive Garden, no um Longhorn, none of those. No Applebee's, none of that. But like Wendy's, McDonald's, Chick-fil-A, all of that. Like what do y'all like? What's your guilty pleasure? Um Sandwich only comes with free fries using rewards. Okay. So how much does it cost though? How much does a sandwich cost? And I think also the rewards are this is what it looks like. I think the rewards are going to be different depending on your location as well. Um so they have 40% off a double cheeseburger or a 6-piece nuggets, 250 breakfast sandwich, $5 off any purchase $20 or more, free breakfast sandwich with a minimum purchase of $15. Oh my gosh, see if you are into using apps, $5. Okay. $6 select medium combo meal. Wait, I didn't see that. Now I'm starting to question my life decisions because wait a minute, I paid $11 for my food. View eligible items. Oh, I don't want a sandwich. That wouldn't have worked for me. Okay, listen to this, y'all. This is why our backs are big. Listen to this. $9.99, 20-piece nugget bundle. It's a 20-piece nugget and two fries. Two medium or two large? French fries. It just says French fries. That's crazy work. I'm not gonna buy it, but so okay, so if you have $10 and you need to feed two people, a 20 piece and two fries is a good deal. Okay, we got a Whopper, free medium fries with minimum purchase of $1 on for okay. Sidebar. Okay, additional sidebar. Just putting it out there. I'm not endorsing McDonald's, but I'm just saying, y'all, because I actually forgot about this one. On Fridays, if you're gonna eat McDonald's anyway, right? This is not to get people to go, but for the people that already go, you never know who may be listening. So for the people that go, if you are not using the McDonald's app, make sure you download the app. On Fridays, if you spend at least $1, you can get yourself a medium fry. Listen, I'm not endorsing. I just believe in a good deal. So if you're gonna buy it anyway, you may as well make it cheaper. Is how I feel. I feel like getting a free medium fry. I'm actually trying to get rid of French fries and going into the new. But I feel like getting a free medium fry and all you gotta do is spend $1. I feel like people should know about that if they're already gonna go. $5. Okay. $5. But you get the fries for free if you use the app. Okay, so $5 for a sandwich and a fry. Whopper with cheese and extra onions. I bet you they charging for them onions, extra pickles. Okay, but okay, so now Michelle and sushi. Is the Whopper good? Does it taste good? And if it does, is it good all the way through, or is it like the first bite is good? Like I've been waiting for this Whopper. Somebody called Panera expensive lunch food, like lunchroom food, and I can't unsee it or unhear it. I love Panera coffee though. We got 20-piece, two large fries, two Big Macs, two large drinks for $19. I think that's a good deal. Remember when 20-piece was $5? On Fridays, I get my kid one of those dollar apple slices and a free fry. I know I'm a bad mom. You're not a bad mom. I just want people to know about the free fries. I feel like people should know about the free fries. Okay, it tastes good the whole way. Okay, so well, I'm endorsing Sushi's Whopper. I'm endorsing Sushi's Whopper because the Whopper tastes good all the way through. Who else? Who else? What do they sell for a single dollar? Iced coffee. Well, depending on where you are, you can get certain McCafe drinks for $1 now plus tax. But you know, hi Calamity Jane. Thank you so much. I'm glad you could join us. Okay, Calamity, we're talking about fast food right now, and I have been having this experience lately where the fast food that I've been choosing has not tasted good. So I feel like it's pointless to keep choosing it. But I feel like some of these things we do on autopilot. Do you have a fast food option that you like that actually tastes good? It's my guilty pleasure. I haven't had one since Zepbound. When I was a kid, we had Whoppers for lunch and dinner many days. I didn't have McDonald's often as a kid. I was more of like a Chinese food kind of girl because I'm from New York. We got Chinese restaurants on every corner. So I was more of like a pizza and Chinese food kind of girl. I call it hospital cafeteria food at the mall. And somebody called Panera like expensive cafeteria food or something like that. I can't unsee it. I can't unhear it. But but I like their blueberry muffins. Don't get me started on the Chinese. What state sushi? Because if you're on the West Coast, that don't count. That ain't Chinese. Chinese food is the definition of I want garbage tonight. I want New York. Okay, you get it. Trashy, garbage on the corner. The cat's in the kitchen. Yes, I said it. They have a cat in the kitchen. Okay, garbage, just straight garbage, and it's delicious. This is a good question. Let me think. We're pretty rural, so we don't get fast food much. Oh, lucky. Well, I don't know if I don't know if being rural is lucky, but being away from the demon fryers is lucky. Papa spicy thigh plus wing fries and a biscuit always hits. What state, nerd? I am going to go out on a limb and say if your Popeyes does not come from New York City, it is trash. Period. I like Panda Express though. Their orange chicken be bussin'. That orange chicken be bussin'. Okay, but that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about lower tier than Panda Express. I'm talking about the gutter Chinese food. That's what I want. That's what I want. I feel like now that I don't eat that stuff regularly anymore, it doesn't taste as I remember it. But it's not just that, Delilah. It could be that, but the quality has diminished. Like these companies are deliberately, which is fine, whatever, we shouldn't be eating it, but they're deliberately skimping on the quality. Like McDonald's used to have a delicious biscuit. Popeyes used to have a delish. I mean, I could eat 3 Popeyes biscuits with no protein. Popeyes used to have a bussin' biscuit. I'm still waiting on Nerd to tell me what state, or you could, you know, if you don't want to tell me what state, you could say not New York, or like, I don't know. If you don't want to tell me what state, then that's fine. But I am in the South, so I've had Popeyes and well, I've also had it in Philadelphia. I've had Popeyes in Philadelphia. I've had Popeyes in North Carolina. Um, no, I'm trying to think if I've had it in South Carolina, but every single time I've gone to Popeyes in North Carolina and Philadelphia, I'm not talking about like, oh, it's just not hitting. It's like literally nasty. Like it's gross. It has no flavor. I don't know what New York does to Popeyes, Chinese food and pizza. Crack. 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 Chicken nugget freshly cooked and hot, I would try. Okay. All right. Um, they had a cat in the kitchen. He is no more for this world. Listen, hot sauce, ketchup, hot sauce, barbecue sauce, and ketchup. I don't know what to tell you. Sydney, listen, I'm not above a little bit of meow if it's made at the Chinese restaurant. That's messed up. I shouldn't say that. That's not nice. I'm in Florida now, but know all the New York quality Chinese places, and I tried them all. Quality. I say maybe because I grew up in the hood, but I like ghetto Chinese food. I don't want established, authentic Chinese food. I want ghetto, Americanized pork fried rice, chicken wings, hot sauce, ketchup, like where they put it on there, like before they give it. Yes, I want that. My Popeyes is kind of trash. No, I can get Jen. I can guarantee you, I have there is a 0% chance that it is not trash. There's no chance. I'm from Brooklyn. I had to check. I had to check. Okay. I grew up on Chinese food takeout. Okay. Up the block as a staple, right? I'm just saying. Okay. So because you're from Brooklyn, that means you've had New York Popeyes. There is nothing like it in the world. Listen, Popeyes is deep in Louisiana. I bet it don't taste like New York Popeyes. Matter of fact, I'm willing to take a field trip to Louisiana to try it. I'm telling you, I have had Southern Popeyes, and Pennsylvania counts as Southern because I don't know what it is about Pennsylvania. I don't know what it is, but Pennsylvania is country as hell. Even though they're up north, they're country. Even in Philadelphia, they have Southern antics. So Southern state, Pennsylvania, anything below like New York, maybe Jersey, like ugh, like I don't like DC is even still the South to me. Like ugh, like no garbage, no trash, gross, 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 gross. Y'all are not gonna convince me. I just can't eat as much as I did before. I didn't have an off button before. How can you turn like see Popeyes can be turned off if it's in New York? I will say that much. Oh, okay. So y'all don't maybe that's what Sydney was trying to tell me earlier. Okay. So if certain people are using vertical, like y'all can't see each other's comments. Okay. Okay. Well, we'll see how the rest of the stream goes cuz if y'all don't like the double format, I don't have to do it. Everyone is in here. You can only see the comments for the stream you're watching during. Okay, so Sydney answered. Okay. I'm sorry, y'all. Okay, maybe I should just stick to my horizontals. Is it me or is there no sound? Test, test. Can you hear me? I loved pizza, but not so much since the shot. I loved French fries. I was addicted to French fries. I keep trying to force French fries down my throat. I won't let them go. I don't know why. I think I have reached a point where it's time to let them go. Mhm. Mhm. Yes. Um. Mhm. Mhm. DMV Popeyes, not like New York. I had Popeyes in NOLA too. Now, can you settle this for me, nerd? Nerd incubator? Nerd incubator. Nerd incubator. I'm pretty sure that's how you say it. Nerd incubator. Can you settle this for me? Can you please tell the rest of the chat, including Delilah and Journey of Life, that NOLA Popeyes is nothing like I haven't even had it. Can you tell them? Can you tell them that there is nothing like New York Popeyes? I vote no for the double format. Okay. We had banished you, Johnny. Oh my gosh. Don't like French fries since the shot. They don't appeal to me anymore. Okay. So now that we've had the fast food conversation, okay? What y'all see, okay. I just had to can we just no matter which stream you're on, you should be able to see this comment. NYC Popeyes is like no other. I don't know if it's the water. I don't know. I don't know if it's in the air. I don't know if it's because they don't change their grease enough. Like the filthy grease is what gives it flavor. I don't know what New York is doing. Delilah, your judgment is not to be trusted. That's it. It's not. I don't know what New York is doing. I don't know. And to be fair, I'm speaking from a person that has been out of New York for 10 years, so maybe things have changed. But growing up, it's the Caribbean. What do you mean it's the Caribbean? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Okay, so here's my feelings about the whole fast food thing. Okay, here's my feelings about the whole fast food thing. I am coming to terms with the fact that when I do stop to eat fast food, it's not because it tastes good. It's because of convenience. Like I also had Culver's recently, so now I'm realizing I ate out 3 times this week, which is unusual. I had Culver's. Do y'all know Culver's? And the reality is, I didn't enjoy it, but I kept eating it because I felt like I needed to finish it. And I didn't finish it because I couldn't, but I ate as much as I could. Now, when I'm sitting down at a restaurant, what I have been doing lately is eating until satisfaction, and then I just leave the rest behind. I hate it. I don't like it. I hate it so much. I don't like doing that. But I will get up. I don't force myself to finish and I will leave. I don't take it with me. Are y'all do y'all do leftovers? Do y'all do to go boxes? Let me end this poll. Let me start a new poll. No, not a Q&A. Let's do a poll. I want to know. Are we leaving the food behind or are we taking it with us? Um Restaurant. Take food to go. Leave. I think there's only two options, right? Take it with you or leave it behind. Those are the only two options, right? I used to love salty snacks, chips, Doritos. Oh God, yes, all of that. Now I don't even buy them because I don't have a desire for them. They don't taste good. Okay. I'm just trying to figure out how many things are we eating that we know don't taste good, but we're still eating them out of habit. You do to go. You take it with you. You haven't lived in New York in 15 years. Okay. Okay. To go. Y'all take it with you. Also, I'm the only one that's leaving it there to go. I do to go boxes. Okay. 2025 can keep all the nonsense that has me effed up. That has effed me up. 2026 is a breath of fresh air in my belly. I was addicted to Cheetos as a kid. That was random. uh, these white cheddar Cheetos are kind of good. I ain't gonna lie, they good. If you haven't already, you must watch Delilah's post from today. Her look was flawless. Makeup, hair, outfit were perfect. Also, shoulders and clavicles on full display. No, I haven't seen it. Let's go look. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, outside of I don't be on YouTube. And when I'm in corners that don't involve GLP-1 stuff. So y'all be keeping me up to date. Jen, I'm hoping this is a type. My sister dipped Cheetos in vanilla ice cream religiously back in our big back days. Your sister's back was very big because that is fat. My sister would, do y'all know mussels, right? You know mussels? My sister would pour Sunny Delight into her mussels. The seafood, the shellfish. Okay, so let's go see what Delilah has going on. Hold on. Oh, and if y'all, I mean, not if y'all have time, but how long have we been live? An hour and a half. I'm thinking about finishing off with someone reacting to a 600-pound life couple that, well, I don't want to spoil it, but we're gonna watch somebody else react to an episode, not an episode, but like a couple. So their life before the surgery, during and after the surgery, right? We're gonna watch a reaction to that and hopefully. Oh, okay. You taking it. Okay. Cause I'm like, are you taking a shit? Oh, okay, you taking your shit. Okay. All right, so let's go to Delilah. Delilah. Delilah Rodriguez. Okay. Oh, hold on. Whoop. Oh, okay. No, that's not the right one. Hold on. Can y'all see this? Y'all can see this. Okay, hold on. 4 hours ago. Oh, Delilah, can I play your stream? Delilah's gonna if the if the stream randomly ends, Delilah reported me. I'm not gonna play her whole thing. I'm just gonna show you guys the look so y'all can go watch on her channel and give her the view. But they said I have to see her look.
Hi, how are you?
Y'all can't even see it. Oh God. Hold on. Now, Delilah, you did not have to eat the girls up like this. Now, Delilah, you did not have to eat the girls up like this.
If you're new here, welcome. I'm Delilah.
Peep the shoulders, though. Clavicle check. Clavicle check. Clavicle check. Okay, let me stop. Okay, just watch.
Nice to meet you. I know I've been talking lately about trying to find myself again. Slowly, just moving through life, trying to figure out who I am. I'm 44 years old and I have no idea.
Y'all, Delilah is not no 44 years old. Girl, you look good.
I wanted to focus on something that I once loved, which is makeup. My skin has changed. In about my mid 30s, I developed rosacea. I developed hormonal acne.
Man, what is it with the 30s? Like, it wasn't until I, like, literally my second half into 29, I started having all of these flare-ups and breakouts in my freaking skin. Okay, I'm sorry.
Nodular and cystic acne that was very painful and made me very self-conscious.
What acne wear? Flawless skin, always.
I already always had sensitive skin and I have eczema. But now my skin is more mature. I'm now postmenopausal. I'm on bioidentical hormone therapy, and I'm taking
Hair
care of
flip.
my skin. I am using prescription skincare alongside with drugstore skincare that works best for my skin. Please remember, we're not all going to have the same concerns, but I wanted to find something that would actually work with my skin type. Rosacea, sensitive, eczema, mature skin, mostly dry, but I do have an oily T-zone. I also have
I think that Delilah's skin looks flawless. I'm gonna eat my Cheeto. Maybe that's why I'm breaking out, because I keep snacking on stuff. Okay. Now Delilah has told me to stop touching my face and don't tell me what to do. Don't do that. I was mid Cheeto. Don't do that. Okay. Don't do that. Because you're right. I definitely forgot. But that's not the point. Don't come in here telling me what to do. A journey of life. Putting me on a spot. Okay. Now I'm gonna hit the like, even though I forgot. Wait. Oh God. Did I leave? Oh, am I still here? Yes. Okay. That's what I get for making a fuss. She does look beautiful. She does look beautiful. I'm not gonna play her whole video because I want you guys to go over there and watch it yourself and hit the like as well, okay? And I'll finish it when we get off of the stream. Um, oh God, now see, Charlie, you didn't took me off. I forgot what I was talking about. No, I got like 6 Cheetos left. They're so little. Okay, let me get back on topic. Thank y'all for pointing that out. Delilah's beautiful, gorgeous face, as always. She be trying to act like she don't be eating the girls up. But she definitely be eating the girls up. Okay. I remember. She was telling me to stop touching my face, and I'm like, I'm gonna touch my face till the end of time. And then I got a really bad breakout, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna stop touching my face, Pickle. You and Pickle, I'm gonna stop touching my face, Pickle. Okay. No, I'm still struggling, but I think that the stopping of the touching of the face has been working. Thanks, D. I've been in the deepest funk. I was desperate to find something to help drag my ass out and help. Okay, so we can talk about that. You like the thin ones, not the puffy. So for the white cheddar, I bought both because I didn't know which ones I was gonna like, and I opened the puffy first, and I liked them. So maybe I'll like the crunchy, maybe I won't. They're not as, it's not the same experience as having the full puffy yellow, orange, chemically nuclear reactive Cheetos. Okay, but they are good. They are good. Okay. So let's talk about this. Hold on. Let's see where we are with my notes. Like the stream if you haven't already. And I will definitely limit my dual streaming unless there's a reason for me to do it. Because as of right now, I don't like it and there's no reason for me to do it. But I wanted to see how it worked out. Okay, so let's get back to this shit is forever, and then we'll address Delilah's comment because I wanted to talk about that anyway. So no matter how I'm feeling mentally, no matter how I'm feeling emotionally, do y'all hear that train? You're disrupting my live stream. No matter how I'm feeling physically, no matter how I'm feeling spiritually, no matter how I'm feeling about anything ever at any point, if I want to continue to see gains, if I want to continue to see pounds lost, if I want to continue to see my body composition change and and adjust, and then when I get there, if I want to keep it, this is my life forever. And that's been a tough pill to swallow, meaning like it doesn't matter if I'm tired, I still got to do it. It doesn't matter if I'm out of time, I still got to manage to find time to come home and cook or meal prep. Talking about the fast food, it always comes down to time. But are we just buying food that doesn't even taste good just to save time? I don't know. I would have rather had my $7 from the breakfast at McDonald's and my $11 from dinner or lunch, whatever I was having on a different day. I would rather just have my $20. Okay, I could have did something better with it or bought some much more tasty food. And it just, I don't know, it just it wasn't good. So at least if we're gonna eat out, we could at least pick things that taste good. And if the McDonald's does taste good, it may even taste different in different parts of the country. But if it does taste good, then I'm pro enjoy your little bit of trash food. So eating fairly clean, I got to do that forever. Like there's no it's okay. I guess the point is I'm realizing that even when I get to my goal weight, I don't get a break. Like I still have to do this every goddamn day, and it has been exhausting. It's been exhausting living in a different mindset. It has been exhausting having to be accountable every single day, and then seeing the lack of results when I'm not accountable. So, for example, I have a really good week of doing the things that I'm supposed to do, and then I drop 2 pounds. And then I have a week of really not paying attention to what I'm supposed to be doing and eating fast food 3 times, and I gain weight. And it's like, see, that's what happens. It's like, see, you don't get a break. You don't get a no week. Okay. Like you don't get to not make this a thing that you just do every day as a new part of your lifestyle. I know we say these are lifestyle changes, but man, do we really know what that means? We can't do fat people stuff no more. Have y'all started to get rid of some of your fat behaviors? Only the bright orange. What, $20 on 2 meals? Yeah, I mean, you think that's a lot? I mean, $20 for 2 meals that I didn't enjoy. Mm-mm. I could have added $5 more to that and went and had that delicious chicken and French toast again, and it would have been worth every like that was the type of place where like the prices didn't phase me because the food was so good. It was like, yes. Like if my food's gonna be good, I'm willing to pay for it. The croissant bacon and cheddar cheese souffle from Panera is the best breakfast. I don't think I've ever seen that before. I don't think I've ever seen that. Yeah, my life would improve so much if I could get the working out down. Yeah, it's a lot of work, but I'm down because it's gonna ultimately have me being a baddie in my 60s and 70s. Listen, let me explain something to you, nerd. Okay, I have a high standard to meet because my mom was a gym girly in her 40s, 50s, 60s. My dad is turning 69 this year, and this man hits the gym 5 days a week. I have a high standard to meet. I got big shoes to fill. Okay, I got big shoes to fill. But it's like we're a little vain over here, so of course we want to be healthy, right? But like looking good is really the shit. Does anybody else agree? Like liking the way that you look and feeling good about how you look and feeling good in your skin is the shit. Like it's really great. And I'm kind of annoyed that I got to work so hard at it. Like I'm kind of annoyed that like I got to work really like I got to work really really hard. Like yeah, I got good genes, okay? Right? But like as far as like the body, like I got to work hard. I have to work hard. And now I understand what the skinny talk girls mean when they like it takes work to look this good. That's another thing. Like we take for granted the X fats. That's what I love about skinny talk. A lot of these people were fat before. We take for granted the X fats that worked very fucking hard to not be fat no more, and they work very hard every day to maintain it. And I don't know why some people are offended by that level of work. I just know that mentally my brain hasn't caught up. Like I'm not at a place where I'm happy to be doing the work. I do it because I have to. Because can I tell y'all something? I'm gonna tell y'all anyway. Do I want to show y'all this picture? Because y'all not gonna agree with me, but I'm gonna make my point anyway. My cousin sent me a picture recently. Sidebar, sidebar, sidebar. Okay, looking good is the shit. Okay, nerd, don't feel bad. I need to work out also. Jen is trying to put on weight and won't eat or work out. Jen is killing me. Um, but I feel like once we're deep in the routine, maybe it won't feel like it's too much work. Maybe that's what I thought. I'm a month in and I hate it. I hate it. I don't like it. I don't like it. And maybe it's the season, maybe it's because of the time of year that I'm just not in the mood, but I want to enjoy working out and I don't. I enjoy the progress from it. I enjoy like the result once it's done, but I don't enjoy the process of like actually working out. And I'm a month in, so let's see how I feel at the 3 month mark. Maybe it'll be easier, but it feels like I'm transitioning out of like accepting being lazy. Like I for years have accepted. I mean, I've worked out off and on through the years. I've had trainers and stuff like that. So I didn't always accept it like 365 days, but I accepted it too many days out of the year. But realizing like there's no I'm used to cycling in and out of in and out of consistency, right? So I'm consistent and then I'm not, and then I am and then I'm not. That's what I'm used to just stay consistent, and that's just where you live forever. Like this is just like I just gotta be consistent forever. Not be perfect, but live up to a standard of like I have to set a standard for myself forever to never go back to 242 pounds. It is an emotional roller coaster. Oh my gosh. I've been dedicated to getting one 30-minute workout every day. Oh man, good for you. I'm still working my way up to 7 days, but this 5 days is crushing me. I love not being fat anymore, but miss the high I would get from overindulging. I think I still chase it sometimes, sushi, honestly, especially like right before my cycle. I think I still chase that high. I can't see myself as not being fat. You think you'll forever see yourself as fat? Is that what you're saying? I want to live in consistency so bad. I want it bad. I want it bad, but I want it to come easy. Let me show y'all this picture. I want the consistency to come easy. Now, I'm gonna give y'all an example of weight blindness, okay? I'm gonna give y'all an example. My cousin sent me a picture recently. I don't know if he want me to share this, but I'm sharing it anyway. And my first response was, "Oh, we were fat." That's exactly what I said. Exactly what I said. I said, "Oh, we was fat." I didn't even say were. I said was. We was fat. Oh, we was fat. And my cousin responded, "We were huge," with the crying emojis. Fix it, Jesus. Let me show you this picture. Let me show y'all this picture. Mm-mm-mm. Where do I find these people? Where do I find these people? Okay. You couldn't tell us we weren't fire in these pictures. You couldn't tell us we weren't fire. As a matter of fact, I could go find some more. Hold on, let me see. July. When did we take those pictures? Oh, there we go. I found it. Hold on. This is important, guys. This is important. This is important, I promise. You couldn't tell us we wasn't super hot fire, but man, we were big. Ooh, we was big. Ooh, we was big. Ooh, we was big. Ooh, we was big. How many of y'all look back at your older pictures like, what the fuck was I thinking? Oh my God, no, what am I trying to do? Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Mm-mm. We was big. We was big. Okay. Now they're uploaded. Okay. um, I gained 1.5 pounds and lost it again. Get your life together, Jen. Get your life together. Oh, Jen would I don't get into the supplements with Jen because Jen is stubborn. But Jen will put on 5 pounds in a week if she uh started drinking creatine. The problem is she would just lose it again, like she's not gonna keep it. Like creatine weight gain is temporary. It's all water. Okay. So let me show y'all. We was big. Let me show y'all our big backs. Every now and again, you got to check in with your former big back. Every now and again. Every now. And I'm not saying we were ugly because people like, I don't know why people do this, but you say something about being fat and people be like, oh my God, you're beautiful. And I'm like, I never said I was ugly. I said I was fat. Like, what are you talking about? Does that happen to y'all? Do y'all understand? And I'm honestly just telling y'all because I know one of y'all gonna say, "Oh, y'all were so cute." Yeah, I didn't say we wasn't cute. I said we was big. Okay, big. Does that ever happen to y'all? Y'all say something? No, maybe I'm the only person that talks about being fat. So I don't know. I don't find it as like negative self talk. I don't know. It's just like whatever. Okay, let me show y'all these pictures. I'm yapping. I'm yapping and then yapping and then yapping. Okay, where is Chow? Ooh. Okay, I don't know why it won't let me share, but like he doesn't watch my live streams, so he's not gonna see this. Okay, let me show y'all. We was big. We was real big. Look at this. Look at this, guys. Look at us. Look how fat we were. Oh, I guess I would have to show y'all an after of my cousin to get a proper so you can understand why this is a fat ass picture. Hold on, let me see. We was fat. Yup, we was fat. We was fat. We was fat. We was real fat. Hold on. We was fat. We was fat. Hold on. Oh, so my cousin sent me this picture, and the first thing out of my mouth was, "Oh my god, we were fat. We were, we were." This was 3 years ago. I want to say I was somewhere between 200 and 210 pounds. But you couldn't tell me at that time I wasn't eating the girls up. You couldn't tell me that I wasn't. You couldn't tell me. You couldn't tell me. Okay. I thought this was a cute picture. It is. It was a cute picture. But I was big, you know? It was a cute picture. Yeah. Okay. So when I say that I think I'm recovering from weight blindness, that's what I'm talking about. That's the type of thing I'm talking about where like when I was much bigger, 30, 40, 50, 60 pounds bigger, it didn't seem like that big of a deal. I mean, yeah, at 240, it seemed like a big deal, which is why I started losing weight, but it didn't seem like that big of a deal. It's a huge deal. Doesn't happen to you when you say something about your weight and people are like, oh, but you're so pretty. And it's like, I never said I was ugly. Maybe that's just me. I hate social gatherings both ways. I used to think it was because I was fat, but I still don't like it. Nerd went up to the 15. I think Jen alternates between the 10 and the 15 or 12.5 and 15. I thought about coming down in dose so I can eat more sometimes. What dose are you on, Sushi? When I want to eat more, I just take my shot on days 9 and 10, 9 or 10, depending on how I feel. If I feel like I ate enough on day 9, then I'll take it. But if I feel like my appetite was still crushed by day 9, then I'll wait to day 10. But I don't wait beyond day 10. Listen to your doctors, not me. I don't know anything. Okay, so that's my last Cheeto. I'm sad about it. Sorry for chewing in y'all ear. I'm ignorant. All right, so that's pretty much that's pretty much the end of that. I have something else that I want to go over, but as far as like how I've been feeling crappy. I have not been wanting to stick to what works, but I don't have a choice in the matter. Now, I'm kind of cycling in and out of consistency. So like I'll do really good for 1 week and then I'll have a crappy week. And then I'll do really good for 1 week and then I'll have a crappy week. It would be really nice to see what it's like to just be super consistent for a month, you know? And that's what I'm looking forward to in January. I'm not going to set it up as a Venetian 30 because it's not a challenge. This is just a change that I'm trying to make and I want it to stick, right? So I want to be able to I want to be able to make certain changes last throughout the remainder of the next 30 pounds that I have to lose, right? Like Nicole was saying earlier, it gets easier when you're in maintenance. You can indulge a little bit more when you're in maintenance. I feel like, you know what's so crazy? With the way that I'm going now, I feel like I will have a very simple, not simple, but like, I feel like I'm going to be okay with maintenance, right? Like, I think I can do maintenance really well. It's the losing that's hard. The losing is the losing of the weight is actually quite diabolical. So that's where I'm at. Your girl is stressed out, but I'm hanging in there. And I've lost 5 pounds since having my trainer. I haven't taken any after photos yet because it's only been a month, but I'm thinking about doing that this weekend. I don't know if 5 pounds is enough. I don't know if 5 pounds is enough of a difference to take progress photos. The picture on the thumbnail was from when I was the before photo when I started working out. So I have to take another photo for the after. Um, okay, I'm still listening, just finishing my skincare. Okay. Um, Sidebar about the skincare, y'all. I've been using snail mucin lately. I dig it. I like it a lot. I really like it. Shout out to Cheeseburger Daddy. Thank you for falling out of the clouds. I've been on Zepbound for a year and 3 months, and I've lost almost 150 pounds in a year. Wow. I started at 380 and I'm currently 249 pounds. Congratulations. My goal is to get down to 220. The grind is tough, but it's definitely worth it. How tall are you, Cheeseburger Daddy? Wait, let me guess. Your goal is 220. Never mind, I can't guess. It's easier with the women. Because women tend to be more of the like similar heights, like tend to be like 5'8" or shorter, between 5 foot 5'8". It's a little harder with the men. Well, I don't know if you're Cheeseburger Daddy could be a woman. I don't know. But yeah, tell us your height if you don't mind, because your goal is 220, so you have to be pretty tall, right? Six. Oh, I was gonna say 6'3". I should have just said it. I would have been close. Okay. Yeah, I work out 5 days a week. I'm 6'2". Okay. I'm about to get all up in your business real quick. Let me pull up a BMI calculator. I'm about to get all up in your beeswax. Okay, so what do you think that looks like as far as composition? Do you have any particular composition goals, or like, so how did you come to the number 220? How did you come to that? I'm about to get all up in your business. I'm gonna pull out a BMI calculator, um, because I like to know how people decided on their goal weights. And I'm just gonna put a random age because I don't really think it matters that much. 6'2", 220. Let's see. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna let you slide. I'm gonna let you slide because you're tall. So I was looking to see if your goal would put you into normal weight, overweight, or obese. I'll be picking on people that pick goal weights that keep them obese. But yours puts you in the overweight category. So if most of that is muscle, then let me mind my business. That's what I get for being nosy. That's what I get. So that'll be a BMI of 28.2. So you want to tell us how you came up with 220 pounds as your goal? And thank you so much for commenting. 150 pounds in a year, in 15 months is, what am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong? I'm gonna be that girl. I'm gonna be that person. I'm gonna be that person. What am I doing wrong? Like, how are people losing 100, 150 pounds in a year? What's happening? What is your muscle like? I only started Zepbound because my wife started it. I wanted to get down to playing weight back when I was in high school. Football or you said playing weight. I'm gonna assume you meant football. I'm nosy. I'm all up in your business. Okay, so you wanted to get back down to your high school weight. Well, I'm officially back at my early high school weight. I was a little bit lower in my senior year, about 10 pounds from where I'm at now, but I am back at my high school weight. Okay. So if you make, so you said you're at 249, so you're within 19 pounds of your goal. Have you considered whether or not like 220 would potentially be your final goal, or like whether or not you think you would keep losing? cause we're a little vain over here if you're new. So when people say, "Oh, it's not about vanity," for us, it is. Some of us, like for some of us, like part of it is vanity. Okay, the other part is health, but the other part is vanity. So some of us have particular goals about what size we want to be for whatever particular reason. Now, for me, my thing is I want zero back fat. I want to be able to. Now, this is not why I'm losing weight, okay? But since I am losing weight, I may as well get what I want out of it. Okay. So let me catch you up to speed, cheeseburger daddy. Okay. So for me, right? Because I'm super vain, right? I've lost 69 pounds, right? But I still got back fat. Okay. I'm 5'3". I'm 173 pounds, but I should be closer to about 130, 135. 140 is pushing it. Okay. So my goal is 142 pounds because that's an even 100 pounds down from my starting weight of 242. But because I'm vain, if I get there and I still got a pinch of back fat, I'm not. I'm gonna keep losing. I'm gonna keep losing. Okay, I'm just gonna keep going. Off topic. I was watching a video about turning your Rimpo scale into athletic mode, and it got the close to their DEXA scan result. I don't know what scale I got. What scale do I have? Subscription converted. Hold on. What scale do I have? I don't know what scale I have. Hold on. Scale. I have the my travel one is the Renfo, but my full size scale is Etexity. Etexity, I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm 5'10". Oh my god, you're so tall. Gosh, nerd, you cannot sit with us. You got to go sit with Jen. You're tall. My doc told me to get down to 180, 190 and stop. 25 to 27 BMI. I'm hovering at 188, but I want to gain 5 to 10 in muscle. I'm pear shaped. Why did your doctor tell you to? I'm just curious. What was the reasoning behind your doctor telling you to stop? Um, yeah, all I eat is protein and drink water, hydrate. Once I reach my goal, I'm going to keep going until my doctor says that's enough. I also changed my diet. I went from meat eating to almost completely vegan. Okay, so how do you get your protein now that you're vegan? Okay, so I am not. I am the pot calling the kettle black here because I picked my goal based on the BMI. That's how I picked my original goal because I wanted to get within a normal weight based on the BMI. This is the first that I'm hearing two people back to back say, or at all, but it's ironic that it happened back to back. Two people saying that you're losing weight until your doctor says so. Well, what is your what numbers are like what standard is your not standard, but like how is your doctor determining when you should stop losing weight? Are they using BMI too? I look pretty slim based on my body type, but maybe it was because I recall being 190 as a high school senior. How many people here have reached their high school weight? How many people have surpassed their high school weight? I'm currently at my high school weight, and I'll be here for at least another 10 more pounds. After that, I have no idea what my body, I mean, my body doesn't look anything now like it did in high school anyway. So, but once I get beyond 160, I have no idea what my body's gonna look like. My pediatrician at the time told me I'm technically overweight, but you don't need to lose any weight. You're good. And I remember that. I remember how I felt. So everybody's picking. So I think this is natural. Everybody picks, not everybody, but most people pick their goal weight based on what they remember at a particular time in their life. I definitely surpassed. I think I was in elementary school at 138, slim, thick, but BMI can be deceiving. Absolutely. 2 pounds from 8th grade weight. Hmm. Hmm. I don't know because I think the taller you are, the more BMI can be deceiving. But for the short girls, I'm gonna say like 5'6" and shorter. Even 5'6" can be a little tall for a female, but 5'5" and shorter, I feel like for us, we don't have a lot of wiggle room. We don't have a lot of wiggle room. But the reason I say that is because I'm team no extra weight. Okay. So let me do another poll. Let me do another poll. Hold on. So uh so when it comes to your goal weight, um how much excess weight are you willing to carry? Comfortable with? Let's see, 5 pounds, none. No, let's do a range. Let's do 5 to 10 pounds. None. 15 to 20 pounds. Over 20 pounds. Okay. So, how much excess weight are you comfortable with carrying, right? So if you know what your ideal weight is for your height, are you comfortable with, stopping within 5 to 10 pounds of that? You don't want any extra weight. You either want to be at your ideal weight or lower. 15 to 20 pounds of extra weight. And the last one is you're willing to be over 20 pounds like of extra weight as long as you look good. Feel good, look good. I think body roundness index is something we should be thinking about. What is that? Let's see. Body uh what is that? Body roundness index. Um Using a formula that incorporates your height and waist circumference and sometimes hip circumference. So that's more so concerning your shape rather than your actual body. It doesn't take into account body weight. Okay. My doctor's using BMI and I'm going off my blood test results and I get most of my protein through beans, nutritional yeast, and some impossible meat products. Okay. By excess, you mean above BMI normal weight, right? Yes. So normal weight range, normal weight is a range in the BMI. So excess would be beyond the normal range, right? So whatever the higher end of the normal range is, beyond that. Um okay. Okay. According to BMI, yes. According to BMI. I'm okay carrying 5 to 10 pounds over my weight as long as I feel good and my joints stay strong. Okay. For me, 25 to 30 pounds overweight with the right body composition. Okay. Why y'all acting so brand new, Kim and Nicole? According to BMI, you mean per the BMI, right? Y'all know I'm a BMI cheerleader. No, I'm just kidding. Not really, but yes, according to BMI. But listen, because that's the standard that we have to work with. We don't have to like it, but when you go to the doctor, they're gonna be talking about it. Or I mean, they may not talk about it, but that's how some of us end up over 200 pounds because my doctor won't talk about it. But that's the standard we have for now. And I know it's flawed, but I'm not willing to throw the baby out with the bathwater. So to make it simple and make sure we're all using the same calculations and standards per the BMI, whether you like it or not, per those numbers, how much beyond that are you comfortable with being? I was just making sure, geez, no, y'all acting new, talking about some, okay, here she go with the BMI again. So what? Leave me alone. For me, 5 to 10 pounds is my answer. So the higher end of a normal weight range for me, I think is 139 or 140, something like that. So I'm not willing to be heavier than 150 pounds for me. And that has nothing to do with the way that I look because I don't know how I'm gonna look at 140, 150 pounds. Um, at 173, I feel better and look better than I did at 242, but I still feel like I have a lot of weight. Like I don't want to be able to grab onto my stomach. To me, that's too much abdominal fat. BMI doesn't also account for, like Nerd was saying, if you carry your weight more so in your hips. But I wouldn't even, me personally, I don't want the extra weight to land there either. I don't want the extra weight anywhere. I don't want it, like if it's gonna land, I would rather it land evenly. But like if it's 5 to 10 pounds, but 20 for me at my height would just be too much. I don't care how much people talk about being thick or full or big bone at 5'3", female, 20 pounds over 140 pounds is too much. And I know that because I'm already, like, I'm within 30 pounds. I know that by the time I lose another 10, I'm not going to be like, oh yeah, this is, no, my thighs are still so heavy. Like when I do certain workouts, it's still heavy lifting my thighs. I don't want that experience. I still have a lot of abdominal and back fat. I have a lot of torso fat. I don't want that. I don't want that. So even though my goal is 142 pounds, if I still have excess torso fat, I will keep losing weight. Nope, I don't want it. It has to go. It has to go. It has to go. 173 is the top of my normal range. You are a tall Amazon girly. I love the tall girlies, but y'all can't sit with us because, like, I don't want to have to look up at you. I don't want to have to be like, hello, Nerd, and Jen, oh my gosh, and Kim. Like, I don't want to have to look up at y'all. Okay. All right. So now that I'm done with my shenanigans, y'all continue to catch up with each other and Cheeseburger Daddy. Welcome, Cheeseburger Daddy, to the chat. I hope you subscribe. I want to get into this video right now. I'm not familiar with the channel. This is somebody, well, the title is The Most Toxic Wife Ever in My 600-Pound Life, and he's reacting to this particular couple. Now, he's not going to necessarily play the episode from beginning to end. He's going to be giving the highlights and talk about how their relationship ended up. The reason why I wanted to talk about this is because y'all was trying to tell me that the divorce rates are higher when one person loses weight in a relationship. And y'all mentioned that about the 600-pound life people, but I'm like, I don't recall seeing that. And turns out y'all are right. But I don't recall seeing that during like the original episode. So I'm assuming this happens after, like in their where are they now type of, updates or whatever. So yeah, we're going to get into their before, their during, and their after. Okay, now I have a little bit of a spoiler, like because somebody was telling me about this, but hold on. Sorry, 1 second, y'all. January 12th to 16th. What, sorry. My current, I didn't mention, sorry, sidebar, y'all. I'm at a house sit right now. And the homeowner's texting me for future house sits, but I don't know my schedule. Hold on. I don't know my schedule. Hold on. Give me a second, y'all. Let's see. January. Yep, let's do it. Sorry. Let me make sure because I need to be back in Raleigh anyway to see a dermatologist. So that would work out really well. I don't want to go to the doctor in South Carolina. I don't wanna. Okay. Yeah, let's go. See, my dad had no faith in me. I told him after my January house sit, I told him I was gonna sit my behind down in South Carolina. He's like, right, you always say that. I'm like, no, I mean it this time. He's like, right, you always say that. And yeah, here we go. He was right. I was watching this exact episode this AM and was so pissed. Wait, no, don't spoil it. Okay, it's kind of spoiled for me, but not completely. Hi, Alexis. Hello, Alexis. It's so good to see you, girl. Quit coming after people with 10 gotcha before you're being involved. What are y'all talking? What are you guys talking about? Oh my gosh. Um, oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. My hair, this is the only time y'all gonna see it. Well, not the only time, but it's not gonna be like this tomorrow. Okay. I got some clip-ins. So I'm gonna have a little bit of length tomorrow. Oh, let me before we do this, let me show y'all one thing. Okay, hold on. Let me show y'all one thing. Who was here? Were any of you? Do I have any OGs here? Were any of you here when I did the video about me losing my hair on Zepbound? Let's see. Where's my balding video? Losing my hair. It's been 28 weeks since I started Compound Tirzepatide, and y'all, I'm going bald. This is not a drill. I am low key losing my shit over here because I recently discovered some significant hair loss. And I'm wondering if this is a side effect of the medication, is it my weight loss, or is it a medical condition? Y'all, Tirzepatide was making me bald. Okay. So y'all watch this and let me know if y'all think I was being a bit dramatic. But my hair was and has been thinning. Like you can't really tell now. But yeah. It's quiet because I had to remove the audio, the music from the video. I was going bald. I should do a follow-up to this. Oh wow, I haven't used Wild Growth in a long time. You too? What'd you do about it? I just gave up. I stopped trying. I just kept wearing braids over and over. Oh, ooh, ooh. I forgot he cut my hair. Oh gosh. Oh Lord. Oh, oh Lord. Look, y'all. Oh, that was me doing my hair. Yeah, okay. So hold on, let me go back a little bit. I still have a little bit, not a little bit. I have thinning going on. Um, let's see. I still have, hold on. I don't have a comb. I don't have a comb. I don't have a comb. But like you can see, right? Like I have a whole lot of thinning. It's not nearly as bad, but it's all around the hairline. Um, Still, and of course I can't show you the back, but yeah. I mean, it's better. It's gotten better, but yeah, I just wanted to show y'all that real quick because I never actually wear my hair out on the stream. Um, but yeah. Uh, I ain't never gonna have no edges. Eli Lilly added hair loss as a side effect. Guess who's still gonna pay $450 a month to be skinny? Skinny and bald. Skinny and bald. I think I said that in the video too. Like, I guess I'm gonna just be skinny and bald. I think I said that in the video. Okay, now we can get to the issue.
From sleeping in separate beds.
Okay, yes. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna try to talk as little as possible because he's already doing the reacting. This ain't Jubilee, so maybe they're not gonna kick me off, okay? If I knew how to blur out the actual images, I think I would have a better shot. So maybe I'll just take it on and off of the screen. But let's see how far we get.
It's because they're too fat to fit in one, to one of the couple actually losing their life because of their weight, and the other finding new love with another My 600 Pound Life star. The story of Vianney and Alan is one of the biggest roller coasters I've ever covered on My 600 Pound Life. This episode features not one but two stars, 35-year-old Vianney and her partner, 51-year-old Alan. Their 16-year age gap has caused some controversy after the show, but it is not as controversial as their journey on the show. With their weight unknown, the couple aren't even sure how obese they actually are.
You have a secondary insurance? No, I have marketplace insurance as my primary. My health insurance alone is $400 a month, 415 to be exact, and it does not cover Zepbound, and I don't qualify for Manjaro through my insurance, so I pay an additional $450. It just dropped from $500. They lowered the price by $50 through Lily Direct. No, my insurance, I actually haven't looked into a secondary insurance because I'm not trying to pay more than I already pay. But yeah, I don't get insurance through my employer. I get it through the marketplace, and it's several $100s a month. Don't remind me that I'm suffering. Don't remind me that I spend basically $1,000 a month on healthcare for no reason. It costs money to look this good. Let me stop. But yeah, oh God, I was listening to my video where I was talking about them compounding prices of like 179, 279. Lord, I'm moving to Boston to get health insurance, Jen. Move over. This out there. Let me just put this out there. We're going to be talking about redefining hunger tomorrow, Delilah, because sometimes we struggle with what hunger is. Listen. Okay, how many of you have gotten to the point where you needed to sit down to cook? How many? I mean, if you don't want to tell me, you don't have to. The reason that I'm asking is because, like, we all got too heavy, right? Otherwise, we wouldn't be sitting here talking about it. And when we think back, it's like, okay, at what point should I have known, like, okay, this is way too much weight? Sitting down to cook is a sign of like losing your mobility to me. So if that's not too much, then what is? You know what I mean? When I couldn't walk a couple of miles without needing a break, I knew it was too much. Like I knew it was time. Because where I lived at the time, I was always in a car, so I didn't have to walk very often, so it wasn't noticeable to me. But when I got to the point where I was doing an activity that required a lot of walking and I was like, it was hard for me, yeah, I knew it was time. Perhaps I was on my way. Yeah, needing to sit more often. Needing to sit more often than usual. I never got to watch the one you sent me. I watched this like last week, unless it's an updated one. Is this new? Is this a new couple? Is that what you're?
After he dropped out of school, Alan started.
Okay. Does anyone have this relationship with their partner now? Like, or before the sitting and the eating? Has anyone gained weight with their partner? I guess is a better question. I have not experienced that. I feel like when I gain weight, I've gained weight by myself, even if I was in a relationship, even if we were living together, I was like gaining weight solo, dolo. Has anyone like gained weight the same time as your partner? Maybe that would make losing it together easier as well.
Hanging around with a bad crowd. He used to go out and steal cars. When he eventually got caught, he spent 18 months in prison. After his release, Alan was a 20-something-year-old with no high school diploma, a criminal record, and a body weight of over 400 pounds. He was practically unhireable. So instead of making a change, Alan just stayed at home, locked himself away, and ate himself up all the way to 500 pounds by the time he was in his 30s. During that time, Alan met Vianney on a dating site, and they've been together.
Okay. What do we think is broken for a person to get to 500 pounds? Like, what do we think is not working? Is it their appetite? Is it um their mental health that might be suffering? Are they just hungry all the time, physically hungry because their stomach is stretched out? Um, are they chasing something? Are they running? What do we think leads a person? Because you start to feel pain before 500 pounds. You start to feel exhaustion. You start to feel limited mobility. You start to feel all of these things. So what do we think pushes a person to continue all the way to 600 pounds? My husband gained weight when we first got married too, but I have always weighed more than him until last week. Zep. Oh yeah. I that's something else that I forget often, that like I've always weighed more than everybody I've ever dated ever. And then when I started weighing less than Tommy, I did not celebrate that enough. I did not celebrate.
They're eating so much.
So I wonder if Sushi Fitness is still here, because she says she missed that high from the overindulging. And I wonder if this is part of what she was talking about. Like when life's got you down and you're able to eat something that just makes you feel so much better. Hold on, my mic is, oops. Sorry, y'all. My mic is dying. Hold on. Okay. I wonder if this is part of what she was talking about. Yes, let's switch. I should have went off camera for this. I'm a hot goddamn mess. Okay. Let me know if you guys can hear me. Should be able to hear me just fine. Okay. All right. Let's continue.
Food together in the name of happiness, when really, how happy can you be living like that? They don't ever leave the house, they don't have carers, and they don't have careers, and really, they've just got nothing going on in their life. But for them, food has outweighed the need for all of that. Until now, really, as Alan's become increasingly aware of the damage he's causing to his body. For Vianney, growing up wasn't easy either, and her traumatic upbringing has a huge impact on her.
Oh, okay. So she was talking about how her life is miserable and the food is just what makes it better, right? Like, so just looking forward to a meal that's super satisfying. And I was asking, like, is that somewhat related to like what you were saying? As far as like missing that feeling of overindulging, is it that emotional aspect too of like when life is just not lifing and you get to feel the feels of, that endorphin rush from the overindulging? That's what I was asking
Relationship
about.
with food.
My mother was abusive physically and verbally and mentally. She would hit me with belts and cables, extension cords. I mean, anything that she could strike me with, she would. And
Parents that tried to make them lose weight. My mother never talked about my weight, so for me it's a no. But I know some people have had families or parents that either made fun or actively tried to get them to lose weight.
pounds by the time I was 8. So I was gaining weight faster then, but it still wasn't out of control.
Things got worse for Vianney when she was assaulted by a family friend and started to turn to food even more to cope with.
You see what I mean? With these 600-pound life episodes, it's like 90% of them have been essayed and it influenced their desire to eat.
The trauma. By the time she was just 13, she weighed over 200 pounds, which is just like Alan did at that age. Vianney gained 200 pounds over the next 2 years, getting to over 400 pounds by the time she was 15. Vianney's mother ended up passing away when Vianney was still a teenager, dying before they had a chance to really get a relationship together. The loss still haunts her to this day, and she struggled to cope with the grief. This led to Vianney to fall into the same bad habits as Alan, where she would be cooped up at home, spending the entire day eating food to fill a void.
That is diabolical. But you know what? The equivalent to that for someone my size or something that I would have done is eat like 1,500 calories in a meal. Like, let's say I have a meal that's, let's say 800 to 1,000 calories, but I don't stop there. I have the drink, the sugary drink. I have some sort of cake or cookies after. That's easily 1,500 calories, you know? But for them, it's 10,000. It's, oh my God, wow. They probably have a combination of actual hunger and head hunger. Eating is such a large part of their life. Emotional eating. Yeah, I'm sure there is a true sense of loss without it. Absolutely. I've seen that a lot on the show, where people get devastated and depressed when they get the surgery and they can't eat anymore. So I'm really interested to see, like, after all of this. I didn't realize he was going to go this depth into the actual story, this deep.
The next day, Vianney knows that she has to sit in the car for at least 6 to 7 hours to make some good progress to get to Houston. But after only another short distance, she's already in a lot of pain.
I'm really exhausted and I'm in so much pain.
You in pain, baby?
My leg is just hurting me so bad. I'm just so over it already. Like, I just want to be there.
You can tell it's been years that Vianney has ever had to push herself. Has been inside for over 10 years, eating herself up to 600 pounds, has caused her to feel uncomfortable at the slightest inconvenience. On the motorway, things go from bad to worse.
You know what's so crazy about him saying that? As I sit here and look for something on Uber Eats too. Listen, judge somebody else. I didn't know how to say it, but I was thinking that. He said she's so uncomfortable at the slightest inconvenience. I was trying to figure out the way to express that because I didn't have the words. I'm like, she's complaining. Like, okay, I get it. They get into a car, 2 hours in, she's ready to stop. I've seen it plenty of times throughout the show. They're in pain, they're stressed out, they're ready to eat. But there's also this element of like, you're not even willing to try to like be uncomfortable. You know what I mean? And like it's a mental thing, right? Like you're not ready to not live in your comfort zone. You're not ready to be put outside of that comfort zone. And I see that in her. And I think he put it in a very, articulate way.
As Vianney's mattress goes flying off the back of their pickup and into oncoming traffic.
Wait a minute. I'm so sorry. Y'all, wait, what? No, I'm sorry. I have to rewind. Hold on. Let's go back a little bit.
Plastic. That was my bed.
Damn,
My
man.
bed.
Oh, fly. I guess I was going too fast.
It was like a parachute.
That
That was my bed.
Did it went on the side of the road?
What am I supposed to sleep on now? I don't have a bed now. I don't have a bed.
I want to get one.
We can't afford no bed. I don't have no bed.
After securing the rest of the furniture in the back of the pickup, they continue their journey. It takes an entire 4 days to get to Houston, arriving at the leasing office minutes before they close. But when they forget to pack the correct documents, the housing officer won't let them access the apartments they've tried to rent. And without any money for a hotel, they end up just having to sleep in their pickup. What makes matters worse is that the family friends they brought with them to drive the U-Haul with all their belongings also have to sleep in the van, as they can't afford a hotel stay either.
We have to wait till tomorrow to get this paper to get the apartment. And we ran out of money getting food and gas on the way down here. Sometimes you just can't control what happens. Donnie and Junior, they're probably upset because now we don't have the money to send them home.
I guess.
Oh, okay. So here's okay. It flew down the interstate, Jen. I guess they could have. I mean, how could they have? I don't know. Maybe they could have gone back for it. Maybe got ran over by the semi. Yeah, how could they? No, I don't think they would have been able to pick it up in moving traffic. Okay. The reason that this part was it kind of like took me aback was because there's something about this like mentality of irresponsibility. Now, hear me out. I have heard people right. Okay. Nicole says they spent all their money on food plus can't get a hotel or send their people back home. Right. Okay. So now I have heard now, okay. Now this is going to be a little longer than I anticipated because now we're about to get into some Okay. Now here's the I really want to charge my mic. I'm going to get up in a second and put it on the charger. But here's the thing. I've heard people say, and it didn't register until this moment. I have heard people say thin people or people that were bigger that lost weight when they're talking about, your body is like the first impression and it tells people something about you, but they specifically say that it tells people that I'm disciplined and that I take care of myself and that I'm responsible and I'm this and that. And I'm just like, is that really what that says? Like, I mean, I get what you mean, but I don't really look at a fit person and think, oh, they're so responsible. They're so fit. Okay. This couple is clearly irresponsible, right? And you can be irresponsible at any size, but there's something about this level of like ignorance that's like, like it's reflecting as a pattern throughout their relationship. Does that like it's supposed to be two heads are better than one. How did they both mess this up? How did they both get this wrong? How did they both get this wrong? You know what I mean? So it's like there's not a whole lot of responsibility between the two of them. And typically at least one person is more responsible than the other. Why would they not the couple go all the way with no money? Them too. I mean, I wouldn't do this. I was raised to not go anywhere with no money, but I could see if they're like, "Oh, just help us out, we're gonna pay." But yeah, but like, where's your money though? Like, where's your money? I don't know. I don't
We're not
know.
eating, bro. Hello. Man, we're stuck out here. They don't have no money. The place is closed, so we got to sleep in the truck. I am so furious,
Thank you, Tiffany. Thank you so much, girl. Hey, girl.
pissed off right now. You just don't know.
Hello.
Yes,
Hi, Mom.
I am.
Still the same.
I am fuming.
I guess they did. I guess that's all spent up. I guess that's all gone. I
Yep.
basically just came out here for no reason. I want to walk home or like kill myself because I am so done with this.
I always find it interesting that they can afford massive amounts of fast food meals and drive-through meals, but they can't afford one night in a motel. Now, as it was Vianney's responsibility to sort out the correct documents she needed to bring, she does feel bad for the predicament that just put everyone in. When the
Delilah says, even at my biggest, I knew better than to. Hold on. Oops. Okay. I knew better than to eat my gas and housing money. Yeah, it speaks to a level of like not only irresponsibility, but like you really don't have a fear of consequences if it's not occurring to you to one, make sure you can get into the apartment at your destination, but two, like there's no sense of like double checking or planning. Like they're kind of just winging everything. To me, they seem to behave like addicts. Everything revolves around the fix of food, chasing the next high, low frustration tolerance, etc. That's a good point, Kim. That is a good point. That is a wonderful way to put that. That's where that irresponsibility kicks in. Okay, yeah. Because addicts don't think about what bill needs to be paid or what responsibility needs to be met. They care about their fix. And if they got to choose between their fix and a responsibility, for the most part, they're going to choose the fix. And for them, the fix is food. But I got a sneak, not to put all the blame on her, but I got a sneaking feeling that like she's behind a lot of this. Like I don't know how to really express it, but she's the one that's stressed out. She's the one that's like she has the most anxiety. She's the one that's like ready to eat at the drop of a dime. It kind of seems like he's following her, like he's following her lead. I don't know, y'all. I'm trying to find me some wings. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. I didn't eat dinner. Whatever.
couple are confident they can fit pretty much everywhere else inside the apartment,
But when I go out to run errands,
Oh no. Did my stream end? Oh. Hold on, let me see. Am I still here, guys? Oh, I'm still here on the vertical. Y'all gonna be mad at me. Okay, let me end this one and come back. Sorry, guys.